middle of a river.
Myself, we're in Gulfport, right on the coast. We got a big storm surge.
The tropical islands north of Australia are some of the warmest waters on the planet. Fertile breeding ground for monster storms.
Oh, fuck, look at that. Shut up.
It's hot, man. Come at us. We go and see over there.
Hurricane Matthew. Hurricanes is topped by an event that happened over 200 years ago, long before the naming system and category system for hurricanes was even considered. It killed around 22,000 people through almost a week of storms. The winds topped well over 200 miles an hour, considering it stripped the bark off of trees and swept away warships from the Revolutionary War. It was a crazy storm, and it just makes me so thankful that we have the internet today to warn us about these crazy storms and the tracking system. It's just crazy to think that back in the day, they had nothing like this. So storms like this were so devastating because people had no idea, and they maybe thought that it was going to be a little storm, it's going to be a little lightning, it's going to be a little thunder, but when in reality, it was just the craziest storm, and it's just so...
Summer dances became the places where they took the bodies, and they became the morgues.
Providence, Rhode Island experienced sustained winds of 100 miles per hour with gusts to 125. Across southern New England, there was extensive damage to roofs, trees, and crops. Widespread power outages lasted several weeks in some areas. Downed power lines resulted in disastrous fires in New London and Mystic, Connecticut.
But it also had storm surge of tremendous magnitude and gigantic waves on top of that.
The center made landfall at the time of astronomical high tide. So you had those waves on top of the storm surge, up to 15 feet. Downtown Providence was submerged under a storm tide of almost 20 feet during rush hour.
It was a terrible situation. You had people drowning in the streets. People didn't know where their loved ones were. People at home didn't know if anyone was going to come home. Some can't swim.
Build as quick as we could, and thank God the federal government was there to come help us because they came in big.
In everybody's mind, from the New Orleans area, as the worst storm ever.
My car is totaled.
Cherry? Hinahangin siya kapag nakain ng cherry. Anak ko. Parang magtae ka eh.
Woo! Keep back! Keep back!